My dear learners, including age group 6 years to the age group of grandfathers. Age is just a number. Today we'll be starting the video with some tips on solving coding problems. Then I'll be solving a coding problem for you in the whiteboard and the Jupyter notebook. And at the end of the video, I'll be giving you some exercises, some problem statements to solve. The link for the code and the exercise questions will be provided in the description box. So do check it out. Let us see how to solve coding problems. Guys, I'll be giving you some steps which you should follow while solving programming problems. The first step is to understand the problem statement clearly. Read it as many times as it is needed for you to understand it. You should have a complete idea of the goal of the program you're creating, guys. Beginners do this mistake that they read the problem statement once and then just start writing some code, and eventually the code that they write is it produces very different outcome from the desired one. So understand the problem statement nicely. Guys, there may be some hints given to you in the problem. Focus on that. Whenever you are solving a problem, creating a program, you should not directly open the IDE and start writing some code. This is not a good approach when you're solving a problem. All the thinking and solution part you should do first on paper. You should try to think the code and output first on paper and then try it out in the IDE. The next step is to write down your skill set. Now by skill set I mean the topics that you have learned in Python. Now why am I telling you to do this? Because guys, when you are having the topics in front of you, things click in your mind quickly, guys. Like you're writing a program, then at which part what you should use, these things click quickly in your mind. Now guys, I will tell you a technique which will make your problem solving part easier. Divide and conquer. What you have to do in this is that you have to divide a big problem into sub-problems and further into more sub-problems. You can put this in a tree structure and follow a bottom-up approach. Now, like I'm having this problem, so what I do, I divide into two sub-problems and further into sub-problems. Now, by bottom-up approach, I mean that you start solving sub-problems from the base of your tree. Like I'm having these two sub-problems and these two sub-problems. So what I'll do, I'll first solve these two sub-problems and these two, and then merge their solutions. Right? You have to merge them, and then I'll do something here in these two sub-problems, and then finally my problem is solved. Lastly, guys, I'm having a tip for you all. Coding is all about thinking and finding a good logic. Guys, whenever you are solving a programming problem, you have to build some logic. I've told you divide and conquer. This technique, guys, will make your logic building part easier. But guys, always remember that whenever you are solving a programming problem, you have to think hard and build a logic. There's a famous quote by Steve Jobs. Quote, everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. Unquote. So guys, let us solve a problem statement. Here I am having the problem statement. Take two values as input from the user in variables A and B. Swap the values of A and B. Now in the beginning, guys, I told you to read the problem statement multiple times so that you understand it clearly. So pause the video and read the problem statement. Let's continue. Guys, I had also told you to write down your skill set. This is not a very important step, but when you are doing the coding, it may help you. So let me write down your skill set here, guys. So guys, I have written down your skill set here, whatever I have taught you in the videos. Print function, calculator, data types, typecasting, escape sequences, and input function. Just for your reference, right? Now, as you would have read the problem statement, guys, take two values as input from the user in variables A and B. Swap the values of A and B. What we are doing, we are taking two values from the user and storing them in two variables. And here we are also given the name A and B. And you may see no data type is given, right? It can be any data type. And then it is swap the values of A and B. Now, what is swapping? Swapping is interchanging. So what you are doing, you are interchanging the values of A and B, right? And as you may have noticed, guys, the main logic building part is here. So guys, let me write it whatever we have to do. Okay. So first we have to take the input. Okay. Input in A and B, right? A and B. And then what we have to do, we have to swap the values, right? The main part is swapping the values. Guys, let us jump into the logic building part. Let me give you a diagrammatic representation. Let us say this is my variable A and this is variable B, right? And the user gives me some value, say 18 for A and for B 19. Now what I have to do? I have to interchange the values. That is the value of A, that is 18, should get assigned to B. Okay. And the value of B, that is 19, should go into A, right? That is where interchanging the values. Now I can write it like this: A equals to B and B equals to A. But guys, think, what if I write this in Python? Will it execute properly? Will the swapping happen? Let us see, guys. So A equals to B, right? So what will happen? It is 19, B is 19, so it will go to A. So I'm writing here 19 for A. Okay, now A becomes 19 when you write this. Now in the next line you are writing B equals to A. So what will happen? The value of A will go to B and B will again be 19. So you can see no swapping is happening. We are not able to retain the value of A. It is getting lost when I am assigning A the value of B to A, right? So the main problem we are encountering is, guys, that we are not able to retain the value of A. So let me give you the solution for this, guys. So what I will do, guys, before writing these two lines, I'll create a third variable, okay, to retain the value of A. The main problem is to retain the value of A. So let me create a third variable, say C equals to A, right? And I'll make a little change in the last line. I will write B equals to C, right? So let us see, guys, what is happening here. First, we are creating a third variable C, okay? Let me write it like this, C, and we are assigning it the value of A. So A is 18, so it gets 18. Then what I'm doing, then I'm just doing A equals to B. That is now the value of A will change to 19, right? So A will now be 19, right? And now comes the main part, guys. I'm writing B equals to C. C holds the value of A. And when I write B equals to C, the value of C goes into B, and now B is 18. And you can see, guys, the values have been interchanged. A is now 19 and B is 18. So guys, what we did, we used a third variable to retain the value of A, and we assigned that third variable C into B, right? Guys, the main objective of this problem statement was to show you how we build the logic. What we do, we first take a pen and paper, okay, I've shown you in the whiteboard, and we think something, okay, and we try to write it, okay, we make some errors and then try to solve them. First I wrote A equals to B and B equals to A, and then I saw that it was not working, and then I made some changes. So this is how we do, guys, okay. So it is all about logic building. And how will you do the logic building part? You'll just think, write something, make some errors, and this is how it goes. Now you will ask me why I didn't use divide and conquer method. Guys, if you see, this is not a very big problem statement. I cannot divide this into many parts and then start conquering them, right? It's a very short problem statement. As a beginner, you may feel this is a very complex problem, but it is not, okay? If you're feeling it complex, there is no issue, guys, right? No need to worry. Now, there's another method of solving this problem in Python, guys. And we'll be seeing this when you're writing the code. So let us jump into the coding part. Let us write the code. Let me tell you guys, I have provided the GitHub link for this Jupyter notebook in the description below. So please check it out. So guys, first we have to create two variables a and b, but let us write an attractive print statement for our user. So I'll write print enter values for a and b to swap. Okay, and then I'll create the variables. So I write a equals to input, just okay, and b equals to input. Please note, guys, that I have not used typecasting when I'm creating the when I'm taking the input for the variables, because there's no specific data type specified for the variables in the problem statement, as you may see. Now let me create the third variable. Okay, I'm naming it as C to store A. Okay, now comes the logic. Right now I write A equals B and B equals to C. Okay, as now A is having B. And now we can write again a print statement to show the user the swapped values of A and B. Okay, so I'll write value of A is, you can write anything, A, and then print value of B is comma B. Right, and now we check the program, enter values for A and B to swap. As you can see, it's coming for me. Now let me give some value, 12, 34, and we can see the values have been swapped, guys. A is now 34 and B is 12. Okay, first I had given 12 for A and for B 34, and now you can see it's 34 and 12. Guys, I told you that there's another method to solve this problem in Python. Okay, so let me tell you this interesting method. I'm writing method 2. Okay, and here let me write method 1. So what I will write is, let me first of all copy paste this, because this will remain the same, as you know. And now I swap the values. So I'll write, please see, A comma B equals to B comma A. Right, guys, this works perfectly fine when you run the code. Okay, so I will write this. Let us run the program. So guys, let me run this code. Okay, I enter some value 56 and 78, and you can see the swapping happens perfectly fine. So guys, this was another method for swapping values of variables without using a third variable. The best part is that you don't need to create a third variable. There are other methods of swapping values, but we are not discussing on them. So guys, let us come to the exercise questions. These all will be provided in the Jupyter notebook that I will upload in GitHub. So you can check them there also, and I'm explaining here what you have to do. The first problem is build a program to get the following output using print function and escape sequences. So guys, this is an output, okay, that I have generated using print functions and escape sequences. Right, these are the marks of 3 students, John, Jack and Dick, for physics, chemistry and bio out of 30. Okay, you have to create the same output using print function and escape sequences. No other thing will be required, guys. And guys, remember that when you're creating this program, your output should be in an arranged manner. Like you can see, the spaces should be maintained, like I have given it spaces. Okay, this all can be done by escape sequences. All these spaces should be equal. Okay, as you can see here, and all the alignment, like the student names are in a straight line. Okay, and you can see the marks are in the middle of the subject name. Okay, so you have to remember all these things when you're creating the program. Guys, you may ask me why I have given you such an exercise to create this output. Guys, I've given you such an exercise so that you are able to produce well organized outputs. Guys, I have seen many programmers, their outputs are very hodgepodge, and yes, this is not a good thing. your outputs reflect everything, guys. Okay, so they must be well organized. I know you may have to use many print functions and escape sequences for creating such a complicated output, right? But guys, that's all right, because that will only make you understand how to use print functions. Okay, just writing these lines, enter values of a and b to swap, this is not gonna make you understand the things, guys. Okay, so please create this program, right? The next problem statement is, guys, take a two-digit integer as input from the user, print the digit at the ones place separately. Guys, what you have to do in this program is that you have to first take a two-digit integer. Please remember this, only two-digit integer from the user. And then you have to print the digit at the ones place separately. What I mean to say is, like, you are having a number, say 89, right? Now you know this is ones place and this is tens place. This is ones place and this is tens place. So what you have to do, then digit at the ones place, you can see here it is 9. So you have to create such a program that whatever digit is at the ones place, like if you take a number like 23, so you are able to get the digit at the ones place. Okay, here it is 3. So you have to build such a logic, right, that you take a two-digit integer from the user and you print the digit at the ones place, right? Next problem statement that we are having is take two numbers, positive integers, right, as input from the user, add the two numbers in this way. Now you have to take, please remember, guys, positive integers, okay, not negative. And then you have to create kind of a calculator which adds two numbers, okay, which you take as input in this way. 23 plus 56 equals to 2356. Okay, so what you can see here is that 23 and 56 are getting merged. That is, you have to take any two numbers from the users and kind of merge them. Okay, like you will be taking a number, say the user gives 18 and 19. Okay, so what you get in the output is 1819. That is, these numbers are getting merged. So guys, you can see this is kind of a customized calculator which adds two numbers in this way. So guys, I want to tell you one thing. I'll be giving the solutions to all of these three problems in my next video, alright? But what you have to do, you have to do these problems and post the code as it is in the comment section, and I'll surely reply to you. So guys, when you will click on the link that I've given in the description, this site will open up. Okay, and from here you can see the code is here and the exercise problem statements are there, so you can use them. Okay, and if you want to copy the code, you can do that. All right. पूरा इंडिया पढ़ेगा डेटा साइंस. Ready for my next video? So goodbye and namaskar. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon.